everybody, to our Season 1, Episode 1 of the Riverside City College School of Business podcast. My name is Justin Hudson.
And I'm Ajené Wilcoxson.
We want to thank everyone for listening in. Our goal is to bring weekly, rich conversations
that are really geared toward business owners or entrepreneurs.
Leaders and educators who are making a difference.
We'll also introduce you to individuals on campus who can help you on your academic journey.
So with that said, let's jump right in. So why don't we alternate questions, you and I, Doc, so people can get a chance to get to know us?
That sounds really good. So let's start with you.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is, I want you to share where you went to high school,
Okay.
where you went to college,
Okay.
and degrees earned.
Did you want my social security number too?
Not live.
Okay. So I went to Martin Luther King High School here in Riverside. I also went to Riverside Community College. I eventually went over to Cal State LA, where I got my bachelor's in organizational leadership studies. And then I got my master's at Azusa Pacific, which was also a master's in communication. Wow, it's been so long. I can't even remember.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Y'all, he just said it's been so long.
But how about you, Doc? Tell us, where are you from? What should we know about you?
It's been so long. So I went to Notre Dame High School.
Okay.
For 2 years. I went to Riverside Poly and graduated from there.
Poly.
Wow.
I went to King, so that's, it's a rivalry.
It's all good. It's all good. So listen, then I came here, Riverside City College, and earned my transfer degree in emphasis in business. Mm-hmm. Transferred to Cal State San Bernardino,
Okay.
where I actually majored in sociology with a minor in business.
Wow.
We can talk about that later, why.
Can I go back real quick?
Sure.
So he was able to finish. I didn't actually finish here. I got kicked out of RCC because I was on academic probation. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And now here we are. We're back.
That's deep.
Yeah.
We need to have an episode where we talk about that story.
No, I don't want to pull up those transcripts. I don't. I refuse.
All right. So let's see. I did high school, RCC, went to Cal State San Bernardino, got my bachelor's degree, went to several other colleges, decided to go to Cal Baptist, earned my MBA.
Okay.
Emphasis in entrepreneurship.
Awesome.
And then I attended New York Theological Seminary,
Wow.
earned my doctorate in ministry with emphasis in theology.
Okay. A living legend, you guys.
All right, back to you, Justin. What is your career background?
Career background. So, how far should I go back? High school, college. My first job was at Rite Aid. I was the ice cream director over at Rite Aid. From there, I was at a grocery store. And then I worked at BMW at Riverside. I was washing cars.
Yeah.
Man. Then eventually I found my way into healthcare. I worked in healthcare for about 15 years. Wow. But while I was doing that, I still had that entrepreneurship mindset. I had a business that I was starting very early. I want to say 2013, I started my first business, a real business, which was a clothing business that I still have today.
So don't go into the entrepreneurship current business yet.
Okay. Let's take a step back.
On to that, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so healthcare overall was what I worked in.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
How about you, Doc?
So my career background. This is going way back, y'all. So I thought I wanted to go into mental health.
Okay.
So I worked at group homes, and then I started working at hospitals,
Wow.
patient care. And I really loved it, but it actually became too much.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of feeling what the patients were feeling. So I moved up into the business side, and that's when I really fell in love with business. Always had side hustles too, like you, that entrepreneurial spirit. But I moved up the ranks working in the hospital. My CEO told me that I need to get my MBA.
Wow.
And that's the only reason I went. I would not have gone. He pretty much threatened me. He's like, if you don't go, I'm going to have to terminate you. So that was his way of encouraging me. I don't think he would have terminated me.
Sure.
Right? And
But
so
he lit the fire.
He lit the fire, exactly. So earned my MBA from Cal Baptist, became a stockbroker for a short period of time, and then started teaching here at RCC.
So in other words, students, whoever's listening, if you need to borrow money, you know who to call.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right. So tell us what you are currently doing.
So currently, I'm running my business. I have a clothing business that I've had for 10 years now. One store at the Ontario. Oh,
Yeah, what's the name of the
spilling
business?
beans. So it's called One Love I.E. One Love Inland Empire, or One Love in Everything. So I have a store at the Tyler Mall here in Riverside, and another one is at the Victoria Gardens Mall. I said Ontario because we will be opening up our third location at the Ontario Airport this year. And I have to say,
Yeah, I just heard you were going to be at one of the casinos.
we just partnered with Yamava Resort and Casino, so they're also carrying our products too. So if you're there, check us out.
That's awesome.
Yes, and I have an after-school program called DARE Entrepreneurship Academy. Woo woo! Dreams are reachable every day. So that's what I'm doing when I'm not teaching here at RCC.
That's awesome.
It doesn't stop, you guys.
I love it. I love it. So my career, my current endeavors is I teach full time,
Okay.
but I also have a business called Potentiality,
Okay.
where I work with pretty much college students, faculty, and managers in helping them understand the importance of emotional intelligence.
Wow.
And just recently, we finished, after 2 years of development, our spiritual emotional intelligence assessment tool to help people on that spiritual journey.
Wow, congratulations.
So things are going really, really well. I never expected things to be the way they are with me being able to help people in this way.
Wow, it's beautiful, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so listen, one word that you would say describes you and why. One word.
I'm going to say visionary.
Why?
The reason why I'm going to say visionary is because I've had a vision since I was a kid, and I think I have the ability to bring things to life. So I'm able to manifest things that I see.
Wow.
Yeah,
like
I believe that. Yeah.
And I believe he can help you manifest too if you ask him. So don't hesitate to reach out.
Come on now. How about you, Doc?
One word that I would use, I would say seeker. And I say seeker because just because you're looking doesn't mean you're lost. And for me, this seeking has opened up opportunities that I never ever thought I would accomplish.
Wow, that's deep.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
And this is the question we're going to ask every single guest every time. Here's the question.
Okay.
What is one thought, idea you'd like to share with Riverside City College students?
One thought or idea. You know, I have a quote or a question. I'll ask a question. I'll ask you, Doc.
All right.
So, during the gold rush time,
Gold rush.
who got rich?
All right. So my initial thought would be the individuals that were digging for the gold.
Okay. And most would say that, right? But if we take a step back, it wasn't those digging for gold. It was those who were selling shovels. So the question that I have for you and everyone else, every day that you wake up, I want you guys to ask yourself this question. Am I digging for gold or am I selling shovels? Wow. And so hopefully with that type of mindset, folks can start to understand, they can seek those opportunities, and most importantly, they'll be able to manifest those ideas and those dreams to life.
I'm looking for a shovel. I like it. That's real good. And that's real good. I was listening to you and trying to think of something that I could say. And I'm going to come up with something real quick.
Okay.
What is one thought, idea that I'd like to share with Riverside City College students? I would say, looking at us both, y'all, you can't let the past influence or affect your future potential. Because both of us had challenges and struggles, personal, family, educationally, but we persevered. Perseverance.
Yeah.
And something Justin said to me before we started recording is he has mentors. And I have mentors as well. So, wow, I guess to wrap, what I'm trying to say is be persistent, have mentors, people who support, guide, who love you, who have your back, and realize that it's only through the challenges that we become insightful and gain the strength and energy to continue.
Wow. Yeah, and if I could add to that too, it's not about how you start, it's all about how you finish. So I understand we understand that you are starting out on this journey. Things aren't adding up. Things aren't making sense, but you have to keep pushing forward. You have to keep going because in the end, you will win.
Yes. So can we briefly tell our listeners what they can expect next week?
So next week, we have a fellow entrepreneur. This guy is amazing, but I think his food is beyond amazing.
Can you say beignets?
Come on. Beignets. Everyone say yeah.
Wait, I'll bet you there's some people out there who are listening who've never had a beignet.
You know what? I'm going to be honest, Doc. You're the one that introduced me to the beignets.
Really?
Man, the beignets are something else. Especially when they're fresh and hot out that oil.
I'm hoping that...
Powdered nicely.
Come on. All right. I'm getting excited about the food. So next week, we're going to have this speaker, and I think you all will be very, very impressed with his story.
Oh, yeah. Amazing story. He's a classy gentleman. I'm glad to, call him a friend. I was introduced to him by, of course, the doc himself. And yes, he'll be here next week. Fabrice.
So thank you all for tuning in.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Share the love. Spread this with your friends. Let everyone know. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Next week.
All right.
Peace.